Hey YouTube family, Mr. Black Mamba 305 here with you. And today I just kind of wanted to make a quick video. I know that, my channel, I kind of make everything on my channel. My channel is kind of like my personal stamp on YouTube, which is pretty much what everybody else is. A lot of channels that focus on one thing, video games, content for firearms, which I love firearms. That's the content I make, but I don't get to make that stuff all the time. And I really do want to make more content for firearms, but at the same time, I do have a regular life. I'm not like one of these YouTubers where, guns are sent to me and, I get to make stuff for free and I get 1,000 rounds of ammo to make a video on a firearm. Me personally, I have to pay for it out of my pocket. I have a full-time job. As a matter of fact, I left a job that I was paying very well to go to another job that pays okay, so I could continue my schooling. And that leads me to talk about what I'm talking about today. I'm not gonna make this super long. I'm just gonna make a quick video just for anybody out there who feel as though, that they need to start over. They need to reset in life. And I'm one of those people. I worked in law enforcement for a few years. Didn't really like that field that I was going into, and then I did the trucking industry for a little while. That paid me very well, but at the same time, I didn't really like that life. Anybody who knows me, I used to run track in college. I ran track in high school. I went to the University of Miami on a track scholarship. So I've been pretty athletic pretty much all my life. I played soccer. I still play soccer. I love going hunting. I love shooting firearms. I love just go riding my bicycle. I love riding my motorcycle. I love cars. I love I just love anything outdoor, anything physical. So while I was driving tractor trailers, I said to myself, hey, is this what I really want to do with my life? Yes, it's good money, but I was out on the road for about 3.5 weeks at a time. I was coming home for a couple of days. By the time my body was relaxed and calmed down, it was time for me to hit the road again. I'd have to drive to where the truck was, pick it up, and then get back on the road. And and I thought about my life then, and I said, hey man, am I willing to do this for the rest of my life? And then one day I came home back from being off the road, man, and I spoke to this guy in my neighborhood. I was just, riding my motorcycle. I have a motorcycle that I was fixing, and I stopped in front of a guy's house, and we just started talking. Lo and behold, I found out that this gentleman used to drive trucks also. And then he told me that he suffered from a heart condition. This is where you were being sedentary, where you just sit all the time, and I guess your circulation, you don't do it as often, and you have a heart problem. And so he said now he can barely walk. He has to walk super slow, and he said he did the trucking thing for about, I don't know, like 15 years or however long it is. His house is paid off, but at the same time, he's in terrible health. I'm not really willing to make that trade-off where I'm making money and then my health is shit just because I choose a career. I'm the type of guy, like I said before, I like to be out and about. I like to be out in the sun. I like to go camping, fishing, hunting, golfing, shooting. You name it, outdoor, I'm down for it. That's like my love language if we were in a relationship, you know what I mean? So I said, you know what, I'm not really into the trucking thing anymore, and I wanted to pursue something else. Now, before I go on, I'm a little bit older. I'm in my 40s, all right? A lot of you guys might not be able to tell, but yeah, I'm pretty old. I'm past my mid-40s, and I am starting over. So pretty much, again, what I want to say to you guys is, don't ever let anyone or anything prevent you from pursuing what you want to do. No matter how old you are, no matter what career you have, if you feel like this is something that's something in your heart and you want to change. So the reason why I told you all that story before was that, I didn't stay stagnant. I didn't want to just stay wherever I was just because I was making money. I wanted to go in a different route. When I went to the University of Miami, I did a lot of sciences. Even though my master's is in political science and criminal justice, I did some sciences and I did well in them. So when I was pursuing my nursing program, so I decided to go back to nursing school, obviously, because I mentioned that before. I had some credits. So one day I came back home after being, home, off my long trip on the road, And I said to myself, you know what? I spoke to a friend of mine. She's also a nurse, and she says, "Why don't you, try nursing? You're a pretty smart guy, and I think you do well." And I was thinking about it from before already too. So I kind of just jumped on that, and I said, "All right, I'm gonna see what it's about." So when I came back from off one of my three and a half week hiatus from my house, I said, as soon as I come home, I'm just gonna go back to my local college and find out, what are the requirements for me to actually do the whole nursing thing. So I'm sorry guys, just kind of want to change the scene a little bit. What was the, what do I need to do? So I went to see an advisor. They told me, first of all, I had to, send over my transcript. I sent over my transcript. They looked on all the subjects, all the ones that I need that would go towards nursing. They accepted it and then told me what I would have to do to kind of fulfill the rest of the requirements, to start a nursing program. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, it was extremely it was very it was a downer, because I looked at it like, yo, I have a whole year of trying to finish up my prereqs before I can even start the program. And since I had a master's degree already, I would have gotten into an accelerated program. And so what I did, I said, what I'm trying to say right now is, it was hard, but I made the first step. So if you guys are out there and you feel like, something is so challenging, my advice to you guys is to make the first step. Either go to a school, find out what you need to do, sign up for it. Don't even give yourself a chance to want to back out. Sign up for it, commit to it, and then just go ahead and do it. Because that's literally what I did. I said to myself, you know what? I'm not even gonna wait. And I literally sat down there. Once they took my credit, I said, yo, sign me up for the next classes that I need. Little by little, I started taking all my classes, and this was a year ago. And now I'm literally on the verge of finishing up my last prerequisites, and I'm studying now for my TEAS exam, which is the nursing entrance exam. And after that, it's pretty much, once everything goes well, now I have a 3.6 GPA, and if everything goes well, all I have to do is get a good score for my TEAS exam, which I'm studying right now, which I know I will. Finish up 2 more of my prerequisites, which is microbiology and human development, and then I'm in the program. So, and then this program starts in January. Obviously I have to apply and get in, which I'm confident I will, and then that's it. And then you sacrifice for a year. The program I'm going to do is a full-time program, because it's accelerated, meaning instead of taking 2 years, 2.5 years, they cram it all in 1 year and you have to go full-time. So pretty much what I'm saying, guys, is if you guys see something out there that you want to do, if you're in a job where you feel like, yo, this is a dead end for me, I don't see myself moving up or going places, there's jobs out there that you can do, jobs in the medical field, hands-on job, like getting into air conditioning or mechanic or whatever. There's a lot of schools out there that will help you get into these programs. There's a government aid for a lot of people who are trying to get into certain kind of trades. Don't just wait and sit around. If you're a server, if you're some kind of whatever it is, that job that you do, and I'm no knock against service, because I've served before, but sometimes those jobs, you're working on the weekends, every weekend you're working on holidays. Some days the tips are crappy. Sometimes you go to your job and you can't stand your boss, but you keep going every day because you need to pay your bills, and you're like, how am I going to get out of this? How you can get out of this is make the first step by finding out, okay, this is what I want to do. And when you find out what are the requirements, when you find out requirements, make the move to push towards that goal. Because a lot of people, they want to move out of their position and they just don't want to make the effort. They rather go home, play Call of Duty, play Madden, do this, do that, and not, try to go to school on their time off, sit in, stay up late doing foolishness. Me, like I said, I have a full-time job, and when I leave work, I come home. I go to work at 10 o'clock in the mornings, and I get out at 7 o'clock in the evenings. I work for the government, right? And then I leave work at 7, go straight home. I don't even allow myself to relax. I go straight into my gym clothes, and I go straight to the gym. I work out for an hour and I run home. I get something to eat, and I'm studying till 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? Or I'm revising, I'm studying, I'm taking a quiz, I'm taking a test. I just keep going. You know what I mean? And because I know what the goal is, and I know what the end product is, and I know what I want. So pretty much what I'm saying, guys, is stop being procrastinators. That's one of the biggest things that, you know, we can be for ourselves, is procrastinators. You know, we put things off. Oh no, I'll do it next week. Oh, I'll do it later. You know, then you go home, you sit out in front of the TV, and then you don't do anything at all. You know what I mean? So, you know, try to force yourself to just push towards your goal and pursue it until it's done. You know, I even work with a young lady at my job, you know, and she's there, she's like, yo, you know, she wants to pursue, I think I think she's a radiologist or something like that. You know, she said she wanted to do. So I said, yeah, you know, and she's asking me how I do it. First of all, I haven't been in school for like 20 something years. So, you know, it was very hard for me to put myself back in that mindset of making good money and then put that aside to take a lower paying job so I could go back to school, because that job gives me the flexibility to go back to school. It is hard for people to do that. But when you have the goal in mind and you know that, okay, this is kind of like a temporary thing in the grand scheme of things, where I can just make the small sacrifice, you know what I mean, and get to the bigger picture, then it's super easy for you. You know, sometimes maybe you're not in a position where it forces you to make that decision. You know what I mean? And you've not gotten to that point where you're like, yo, I have to do this. You know, me, I'm not really at that point. I'm just at a point where I just wanted to change. I didn't want to continue doing what I was doing. I felt like pursuing a nursing degree is something that's easy to me. I'm very visual. Once I study something, I can see pictures very clearly. I can see a picture, look at it for a little while, and then I can just go back and label everything. So for me, my mindset is perfect for that job, because I can see things. I'm not much of a computer type of guy where I'm going in, typing, blah, 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 but I'm a more visual guy. So when it comes to like doing things hands-on, fixing stuff, I can see it one time, go back into it and do it. That's just how my brain works. Other people, they're less like that and more like in the computer. I hate being on a computer. I hate typing and everything, but I love being more physical. So for me, and I think I'm a people person, so you know, that's kind of my thing. So you have to find what works for you and pursue that. You know what I mean? So again, guys, I just want to say, if you are out there, guys, and you feel like you're too old to do something, never think like that. You know, because you have to be plastic and be willing to change. You know what I mean? You know, willing to, you know, start over. And I know it's very hard for a lot of people. Oh, I'm too old. You know, I have kids. I have a full-time job. You can do it. If you have time to sit down and watch a novella or watch, you know, a movie every day, or play Call of Duty for hours a day. And trust me, I play Call of Duty. You know what I mean? I love all that stuff, but at the same time, I do know when there's a priority, and I do know when to shift my mind and get into the business and get my work done. You know, so a lot of people don't have that, but it starts with the first step. You know what I mean? Recognizing that, hey, listen, I need to make a change. You know what I mean? And then once you make that change in your mind, it's going to be so much more easier to do it in theory. You know, so guys, I just pretty much wanted to put that out there, you know, that I'm pretty much on my way to my goal. Even though I'm starting very late in my career as a nurse, you know, I've started, you know, and it, to me, final note I want to make is that sometimes you guys, you know, will think that something is so far away. Oh, the nursing program, or this program, the mechanic program, or the air conditioning program is going to take about, you know, 2 years. I'm going to tell you like this, guys. Haven't you noticed from the age of, you know, certain age to a certain age, the time just go by like this? You don't even remember a big chunk of your life. It just went by like this. You know, especially if you're young, attack it now. Don't think that you have a lot of time. You know what I mean? Before you know it, you're still living in your mama's house. You're still not making no money. You're still, you know, sponging off your friends. This is the time where you burn the candle. Is now. It's right now. Force yourself to go to school. Push yourself. You can get government assistance, Pell Grants, all this stuff that you can get now. Get it. Go to school. Use the opportunity that you live at home with your parents, or you're getting help from wherever. You know, that you have more time now, and get what you need to get. So as you get older, you're not in a struggling place. I'm not in a struggling place. I own my own home. You know, I have a lot going for me, but I wish I had made the decision to go to the nursing program a lot longer time ago. If you're not sure what you want to do, guys, go to your local, you know, college or, you know, or whatever, you know, technical school or whatever. Find out what program they have. Ask them, you know, how much it makes, what are the requirements, you know, what do you need to do, you know, what does the work entail, you know, and see what you think you're gonna like, and then pursue that and go make some money. So I'm telling you, as you get older, it's gonna be so much better for you guys. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you. This is a little bit of a long video, but I just kind of want to see. I just want to, you know, just see if I could just motivate my my peoples on my channel. And you know, guys, if you think I did that, man, you know, give the video a thumbs up, like, or subscribe. I'm actually coming to my school right now to speak to my advisor to just finalize and see what's going on with my with the rest of my year and what I need to do just to make sure I'm on the right track, which I already know, but I just want to finalize. So guys, until next time, Mr. Black Mamba 305 signing out.